Today, you're going to get to see what I think is one of the prettiest towns in the whole of mainland Spain. So come with me and let's go. It's quite quiet this morning. But then again, Saturday morning in Spain, it really always is. Even in a touristy area like Moraira, I'd say even more so in the touristy areas. If I go to the gym on a weekday morning, it's pretty rammed. I go Saturday, Sunday morning, quite quiet. So this is a perfect time for me to take you around and show you Moraira. So this leads us to the castle, and then which then looks over one of the most spectacular views I've ever seen. So this paseo leads us to the castle, which overlooks the sea, overlooks El Portet. Wait till you see this view, folks. Mercadona delivery. Okay, that's the castle, Moraira. I'm sure there's plenty of history to it, but I'm not a history buff. If you're looking for history in this channel, you're not going to get it. So if anyone knows the history of that castle, drop it in the comments. Tell me what it's all about, and I'm going to continue my tour of Moraira. Right, so you come up the steps and you are greeted by this magnificent view. There's also some meaning to that guy. He's all over the place. That was a big thing here, and I have been told by numerous people, but I still actually don't know the story. So again, in the comments, if you know what that guy's all about, then please drop him in there. Now then, folks, just look at this view. To be honest with you, the beach is actually quite busy today. I mean, it's 9:30, so you've got to remember that it only really starts getting busy, the beach, on a weekend at about midday. So midday, I can guarantee you that will be absolutely rammed today. But on the weekdays now, it's actually quite quiet, which is lovely. So if you continue all the way down the coast there, and you walk all the way down, all the way up, and you can actually see in the background there, you can see that white building. If you go over there, there's some lovely bars called La Cabana and various other ones. And La Cabana I love, that's my personal favourite. It's the only one I go to up there. And I'm sure I've got some footage of that. I'll make sure that I'm not going to walk there this morning because it's a long way and it's the other side of Moraira, but I'll make sure I get some of that footage in. But look at that, folks. Okay, now we're going to continue. Now we're going to go into Moraira Centre, see what it's got going on there. I'm going to show you a couple of my favourite restaurants and bars, and yeah, let's go. For anybody watching this video, tell me your experiences of Moraira. What do you like? I say, what do you not like? There's not much not to like, but what do you like? Where do you go? Tell me your favourite restaurant. Tell me your favourite restaurant that's closed, because there's so many good restaurants here that have actually closed over the years, which is such a shame. So yeah, let me know. I'd love for you to share. Tell me in the comments. These restaurants here, you've got Jambel at the end over there. Jambel. That's a great little spot to have a drink. Then there's Cassoyer here. That's a little bit more expensive in terms of food, etc. Jambel's kind of tapas, and I'll be honest with you, Jambel is a lot more popular. I don't actually have a preference. They're both good. in their own ways. But I remember when Cassoyer actually first opened here, the prices were very, very high, and people got a bit upset about that and kind of didn't go. So I think they had to kind of rethink the pricing structure for Spain, and now it's up and running, it's thriving. But Jambel is definitely the favourite. If you come here in winter, Cassoyer is pretty empty, and Jambel is still bustling at 5-6 p.m. with people having drinks. Jet skis out this morning. Do you know what? I've never seen jet skis here. It's usually in El Portet. Old alley hop over there on the corner. Typical Spanish shop. Sell all sorts of, how would I describe it? Useful crap. Okay, so this bar here is called El Yoc, and this, in my opinion, has got some of the best tapas in Moraira. This is actually my favourite restaurant, for sure. El Yoc. Do you know the one next door? I've never actually been to this one. It just doesn't appeal to me like El Yoc does. Okay, we'll have a little wander into the town centre now, and then we'll finish on the marina. Hello. You know what, folks? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go up here. We'll have a look at the marina. This road actually leads to El Portet. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link to a video that I've already done of El Portet, because I could include it in this video, but I don't need to do it twice. I'll just leave a link at the end of this video. You can go and see El Portet, and I promise you it's worth watching. If you go up those steps, you cross over some of the most spectacular views that you will ever hope to see, and then you come to, in my opinion, the best beach in mainland Spain. I mean, the best beach that I've seen for sure. We've been here a few times. Mesón El Pau. It's very, very nice food, and it's not too expensive. We've also been here, Tasca Moraira. That's really nice tapas too. Now these down here, these restaurants, when you come down here now, they always change. Like, they literally have new owners like every 1-2 years, and they've changed so much where I can't really comment on them, because I've probably not been to any of them and actually tried the food, because for whatever reason they're just not as popular. It's out the way, so people don't come down here as much, which is a shame, because, do you know, it's a really, really nice area. The only place that I know that gets like really busy and does really well is this restaurant at the end over here, and that's like the marina bar. And then there's a rooftop terrace here that's always busy, but only in summer. Give you a quick look at the marina, and then we'll head back into town. You can see El Portet over there in the distance. I've got to admit, El Portet's probably, well, not probably, well, why do I lie? It's not probably, it's definitely my favourite place in the whole of Moraira. And if you go there, I would suggest going for a full English breakfast at Manette, and going for tapas and a drink at the tapas bar the other side of Manette. Now I don't remember the name of it, but you can't miss it. There's only Manette and another restaurant. It's got the best beers and the best tapas in the whole of Moraira. Club Nautico. So that's popular, but this restaurant, Club Nautico, is very expensive. It's the marina restaurant, so of course it's going to be quite expensive. So now what we'll do, we'll go back up the in fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll walk along the front and we'll go back into town. So you've got loads and loads of restaurants on the front here by the marina, and I'll be honest with you, I've never had a bad one with it here. Del Pescador, it's quite nice. Again, traditional Spanish, does a nice paella. Boutique, that is new, but we have been and it was okay. It was okay. But definitely my suggestion is, if you're coming around this part of Moraira, is go El Yoc for the tapas for sure. If you want a kid-friendly kind of cafe, bring them here, have some ice cream and a coffee. What a beautiful morning, folks. Quiet, still a bit of hustle and bustle. Everybody's enjoying the day. And now we'll go back into town. So if you're looking for kind of a traditional Spanish bar, or a Spanish bar slash cafe in Moraira, very traditional, you're gonna struggle. However, just coming up on my right with the seats outside is the closest thing that you are gonna get to a traditional cafe slash bar in Moraira. The prices are reasonable, the food's good, it's very traditional, and it's called Bar Costa Blanca. So if you want a traditional Spanish experience in Moraira, go and check that out. Bakery. Tell you what we'll do, folks, we'll turn around and we will go down here, because now we're coming into the heart of the town. So quiet this morning. Let's have a quick look at the bit of real estate here. One sold there, 530,000. That's for an apartment. Let's see if we've got something a bit more upmarket. There we go. Sold. That's like a new style villa for 930. Things sell quick here, folks. And I've done a video on that as well, so if you go on my page, if you want to have a look at the property prices here in Moraira, I've done a whole video on that, so go and check that out. See, the town centre has a bit more of a traditional feel. Like, you could be in Malaga here, you wouldn't know. And it's nice that it has that. And it does have Spanish people here. I mean, if you're here in the winter, even now, you'll start to notice the Spanish people that live here, that work here. It's not all tourists. However, if you come in July and August, that is how it feels. June, July and August. However, it isn't like that all the time. And it isn't all year round kind of destination. November, December, it's quiet, but it's not quiet to the point where nobody's here. If you go to the front at 5 p.m. to Jambel in December and November, it's full of people. So it's a great place for expats and Spanish alike, and you can probably tell that I'm a big fan of Moraira. Hopefully one day we'll be moving here and settling permanently. However, we need to hit 1 million subscribers for that to happen. Get that money, get that YouTube money rolling in. So on that note, if you have enjoyed the video, then please do subscribe, like. It means more to me than you could ever imagine. And I'm going to be doing loads of content like this. We live here in Spain now. We're going to be living in Malaga. So if that's something that you think you'd like to see, more Spanish content, then hit the subscribe button and you'll be sure to see it.